Dream in the house, and happy Monday to you. Let's get started with the week, y'all.
Yes, sir. Brand new week, man. How you feeling out there, kid? How was your weekend?
Oh, man, the weekend was once again absolutely fabulous as I spent more time with the fam. Trying to get my time in because I already told him, come 3 more weeks, Daddy's gone.
I know, man. Good morning to the hashtag SBTVNation out there. How's everybody feeling out there? I know that people are feeling pretty good. Probably a good weekend for most. But I know yesterday was pretty intriguing in the MLB, man. But we had the NFL Hall of Fame game last night, man.
Ready to say, how you gonna even talk? You gonna even open up the show with the MLB right now, player? But we had our first game last night, and as I was saying before, it's kind of funny because my kids, they think I play football for a team because they're like, oh, Daddy's in training right now. Oh, Daddy's getting ready to take off come September. He's going to be gone.
Unreal, man. You know what, though? I was trying to watch the game last night. I was struggling a little bit, Dream. I got to be honest with you.
Oh, I don't know how you were. I didn't struggle at all. I loved it. You know what? Actually, I thought last night's game was, for preseason, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Bridgewater looked all right, man. 5 of 6, 44 yards in his first little.
I'm not sold on Teddy.
You're not sold on Teddy?
I'm not sold on Teddy. I got to see a lot more Teddy Bridge before Al Michaels and them. Listen. First of all, Al Michaels is 70, right?
Yep.
He can't see the field from the booth, right?
Yeah, right.
I'm like, son, when they gonna let Al Michaels go and let somebody fresh get up in there? And then they hype up the teams. One, if not both of them defenses are gonna probably be suspect this season. And they're in there hyping them up and talking about the Vikings' weapons. And I'm in here scratching my head. I'm like, wait, hold on a minute. The Vikings got, Adrian Peterson, no doubt, coming off that. And I'm like, but he ain't play all of last year. Teddy Bridgewater is still a question mark. And I know all you guys out there keep talking to me about Teddy being dope. Did you not watch Teddy Bridgewater last year? Don't tell me he was dope last year, because he wasn't. I'm not trying to hear that. I had a bunch of people hitting me up with how he was. I'm like, when was he dope last year? I don't remember that. I remember a game or two, a bright spot here and there. Trent Dilfer was bright. Tim Tebow was bright for a minute. Remember him in the playoffs when he burnt the Steelers? He was bright for a minute. I mean, the average quarterback should be able to go in and have a minute of brightness.
Sure. But
as far as a full season, he didn't do it last year.
Well, they said that AP will not be running the entire preseason. They're not going to put him in any of the games.
I told him what they should do is let AP have full reign of, if Teddy Bridgewater has a bad game or the Minnesota Vikings has a bad game, AP can beat them all with a switch. The whole team, he can beat the whole team with switches.
Yeah, man, I don't know who was out there gambling on that play, but most people had Minnesota from what I understand, so congratulations. I could not do it. Dude.
Kid Picks got on me last night. It just would not leave me alone. I'm like, kid. And then he's on my case about no score first innings, all right? And I'm like, dude, you want to yell at me about no first innings, but you want me to play preseason football, which is even more ridiculous. And here's my example why you don't play preseason football, right? It's 3-0 Pittsburgh. No, 3-0 Minnesota.
No, I think Pittsburgh went up first.
Pittsburgh went up first. Then Minnesota scored. I'm sorry. It's 7-3 Minnesota. Pittsburgh has 4th and goal on like the 1-yard line, and instead of kicking the field goal to make it 6-7, they went for it.
Nice.
Jesse James drops a wide open, and they turn the ball over, and it's like the first quarter, okay? And this is why you don't bet preseason football, because they can care less. They just want to, see what guys can do. I feel real bad for Jesse James as he's packing up probably right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely. After that, of course.
Oh, no, that wasn't all he did, by the way. Oh, Jess was hot. Matter of fact, at probably halftime, Jesse's family kicked everybody out of the crib and told them all the friends are going home because they didn't want to watch no more. Jess, feel bad for him. Hearts goes out to him because he had a bad game yesterday.
Oh, definitely, man. Hey, We haven't been on since our Houston radio madness on Friday, kid.
On Friday, yep. It went very, very smooth. I think it went very, very good. We were excited. We probably, the station's probably still living off the energy that we kicked into that station on Friday.
With no music, guys. With no music.
No views. They had a slow jam competition before we came on. So I know all the people was like almost probably crashed their cars on the way home because they were talking about what's the best slow jam, and then here I come screaming in the mic.
Oh, I know, that was a good time, man. He had a lot of good questions, man. We jumped all over the place. We were talking baseball, NFL, college football, the whole package, man.
And for those of y'all that don't know, we are now on Fridays at 6:15 Eastern Standard Time. It's station 1230 on your AM dial in Houston, KCOH. They have an app you can download if you're interested. I saw a couple of people still asking. We're still working on figuring out how to, tweet the link out before we go on, and we're coming up with some ideas. We'll probably have it all ironed out by the end of the week, but in the meantime, if you're interested in checking us out, they do have an app you can download if we don't get the link dead right. I don't know if you can go back and listen to it or not. I mean, I don't know if you guys are interested. Most of it you already hear, a lot of it during the week. A lot of the content we already go over during the week, and you hear most of my spiel and junk, and Hat comes in with his stuff as well. And a real good time, man. Just real good time. And we like to thank Direct Sports Solutions for helping make that happen. And also Ralph, what's Ralph's last name?
Ralph Cooper, man, the legend out in Houston.
Ralph Cooper, the legend out in Houston. We like to send him a big shout out, and we are very, very humbled by this opportunity. And hey, hopefully big things for us, man. I don't know if it's the first, but I'm thinking it's pretty big outside of Vegas for being a show to actually get on the air and discuss sports gambling and not hide behind, fantasy or some other stuff. We were able to talk about it kind of point blank. You talked about some futures.
Yep.
We talked about spreads, teams that were going to be good in the future. So I think we were, I think groundbreaking is, kind of coming a little bit mainstream, talking about gambling and recognizing the gambling community.
Yes, sir, man. It was really, really nice to get on there and break that all down, kid. He was firing off questions left to right. He was like, boom, 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 boom. What about TCU ski? What about Texas? What about Tennessee? I was like, whoa. So we did it pretty well, man. I was very excited about it, kid.
And if y'all hear in the background, it's Straight Outta Compton playing as that movie is coming out on Friday. And I can't wait to go to the movies.
Are you going to it?
Bro, get shot by the police on Friday. I'm going to get shot by a thug at the movies. Everybody will be back. You know it's going to be some violence Friday.
You're out of your mind, kid. So,
Cats got their calendar marked as Friday could be wild.
You're out of your mind, man. So hate to kill your mood a little bit, but I gotta talk a little bit about baseball, man.
Oh, dude, son,
the Pittsburgh, because your LA Dodgers got embarrassed last night, man. The baseball game had more scoring than the football game. Did you see that, man? The Pittsburgh Pirates swept the LA Dodgers last night, man. Scored nine runs. I want to say it was in the bottom of the 8th inning, kid, or bottom of the 7th, and 9 runs in that inning, and 13-6 final score, man. Brutal. I don't know about that, man. What do you think? You think the Dodgers will get it together?
I do. As I've been talking about it all season, they are entitled to lose a game and entitled to go down. So not really having a problem with that. And hey, he was a lose player. You know that. I
get it, man. I get it. Speaking of a couple of teams that have been losing, your New York Yankees as well, kid. Dude, the Blue Jays came in and just weren't having it, man. They swept them.
We said it was going to be a volatile series. I didn't expect it to go that bad for the Yankees, but it went really, really bad for them. They got beat up at home, and that was a little, like you said, I'll agree with you with the embarrassment. I did not tell anyone to play that game. I think I recommend it. The Kansas City Royals as a series play, which hit, by the way.
Yes.
That was it that I gave out on Friday for the weekend. So I said there was going to be an interesting game, and be careful. I didn't expect the Yankees to get swept, but I didn't want to take them for the series at all. So hey, they'll get it back together. Like I said, all these teams, you got to go through some lose. Listen, dude, I want to just talk about this for 1 minute.
What you got?
So I take the fam to like an amusement park on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
And you're in the amusement park, and you're trying to be a dad, father, husband, good dude. You know what I'm saying? But there's always that one chick, right?
Oh.
That looks like she just got off the shift at the Kit Kat Club, all right? And here comes Cinnamon at the amusement park. Right? She got on something absolutely ridiculous and inappropriate to be wearing at the amusement park.
Yep.
And you trying to hold it down, and your wife spotted it like 15 minutes before you.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you already know that.
Trying to grab cotton candy with the kids around them, make sure they ain't wilding, right? And then all of a sudden, you look up, and you're like, oh. And your wife is watching you, and she's like, if you turn your neck.
Yeah, right.
The day is a wrap.
Yes. That's why I always say, man, get the biggest pair of sunglasses that you could buy. You know what I'm saying? With a hat with a brim over it, so you go, like you're walking into a controversial place. You know what I'm saying? Like where you don't want to be seen. Have one of them going on, so this way you can kind of see what's going on. You know what I mean?
Son, it was like Freaky Friday live. You know what I'm saying? It was like this great, but you could talk to her, but you talk to her if you want to.
Oh man! Oh, you must have had a good time with that, man. That's funny. Yeah, and the brides do spot that miles away.
All the chicks, because everybody was sucking tea. Oh, why she got to be in here with that? You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe because she looks incredible in it.
I know, man.
That would be my guess.
Oh, dude, I know. Speaking of brides, man, I got the 30th birthday and the 5-year anniversary back to back next month, man.
Son.
Oh, double blasted.
Yeah,
that's brutal. But it was already expensive. I just bought my wife a house. for the anniversary. So I let the cat out of the bag yesterday. I've been a little busy behind the scenes, guys. I apologize.
You bought her the slum crib?
Yeah. with fleas and roaches.
I bought her a slum house. You know he's a slum lord. So he bought her a slum house. Would you use the 5 dimes money, player?
Oh, man, that's funny, dude. Yeah, man, so, I let the cat out of the bag with her yesterday. I said, listen, you know what, for your anniversary. And then she's like, well, I thought I was getting a ring. I'm like, oh, well, I could do that, no problem. Let's let me sell the crib and I'll get.
And to put this in perspective, so Hat doesn't sound like Trump right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
He's a real estate guy, been looking at a house, a pretty good deal, and they were in the middle of transitioning, and he finally picked up some. So it's not like like.
Yeah, right. I ain't doing it like that. You know what I'm saying?
These cats will have you on Twitter blowing up. Oh, Hat playing everybody. Getting money for his Cat Protect play.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That did not come from anything on
Cat Protect packages.
Unbelievable, man. Hey, you know what? You go out there, you got to just work hard, man. Get up every day, be positive, and don't waste your time doing any kind of negative stuff. And, hey, good things will come your way, guys. That's all I can say.
And as we told you guys, this gambling thing, I mean, listen, this is not, we don't do this like we're not gambling for a living, all right? And I'm not gambling with, college. We always reiterate this. College fund, car payments, mortgages, you guys, keep it in perspective, please. Don't lose focus. Don't play around with your money with gambling. If you cannot afford to gamble, big loot, don't. There's nothing wrong with $10, $15. There's nothing wrong with $1,000. Whatever you can afford, do it. But please don't go outside of your means, because it's very dangerous to do that. And if you have a problem, as we always promote, make sure you get some help. Do not think you will get out of your hole by trying to gamble. You know what I'm saying? If you got an issue, go get some help. Be very responsible with this. This is a dangerous game you're playing with, and it has ruined people's lives, and we wouldn't want to see anyone's life being ruined.
It could chew you up and swallow. It could swallow you up and spit you out, man.
No doubt.
Yep.
That being said, we know you're going to do it, so we might as well provide you with some help.
All right, sounds good, man. Hey, Frank Gifford passed away, man.
I know, man. Big shout-outs to him and his family, and R.I.P. Frank, as he was a little bit before my time, and I know before your time, as I'm older than you, but really great individual. I mean, I actually do remember I hate saying this. I do remember him being in the booth for a minute, doing Monday Night Football with Al Michaels, and I believe it's Dan Deerdorf did it as well. And Frank was always, cool guy, seemed like a really great guy, nice guy. That's a big loss to the football community.
Absolutely is, man. Absolutely is. So we got our guest. Did you reach out to our guest stream?
Yes, our boy Kurt Lauderdale should be coming on at about the 9:25 mark, and he'll be talking up today about the PGA Championship, which is going down. We also have a baseball card tonight that's rather light. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games tonight.
Yeah, so perfect. All right, so that gives
nice and easy. So Kurt will come in and talk to us about some of the PGA golf, and maybe give us some pointers as to what to do with the future. So we're excited about that.
Definitely, man. And just a little bit more on baseball, man. So the Cubs swept the San Francisco Giants, man.
Son, you love baseball, huh?
I do love baseball. I do.
Can we talk about how the Steelers left a lot of their defense in for most of the game? And they did not look that good, other than hitting pretty hard. Other than that, the defense looked a little bit shaky.
Yeah, they had a lot of guys out, though, brother.
No. I know they had a lot of guys. No, I'm not. I know they had a lot of guys out, but they kept some of their guys in for the beginning part a little bit longer than I expected. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely. Absolutely. Well, hey, you know what? Sometimes they do that with the defenses in preseason games. They keep them out there a little bit longer, man. And let's see, the Tampa Bay Bucks, they signed Devontae David, man, to 5 years, $50.25 million. He did have a pretty good year last year, man. He was one of the bright spots on Tampa Bay, kid. Outside linebacker, Lovie Smith said he's one of the best in the game, man. He tied for second in the league. Tied for second in the league at 4 forced fumbles, and third in the league with 146 total tackles, man.
That's a lot of money to not have a quarterback.
Oh, man, I know. We got Winston over there, man. I guess Winston looked pretty bad in his debut in like one of the I don't want to even call it a debut, but one of those scrimmages. The one we were watching the other night with Johnny Football?
Yep.
One of those, where it was like team on team.
Yeah, but I keep telling people you're supposed to look. That's what this time's. You're not supposed to come out dope right now. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
This is the time you work it out, especially as a rookie. You're trying to figure it out. You're learning the playbook. Listen, it's most likely not be pretty his first season. But you expect to see some bright spots and you expect to see some growth. We'll see what happens.
Should be all right, man. It should be pretty fun to watch all this all this stuff materialize. You know what I mean in the football.
And I love my man Wilbert Montgomery said that none of the running backs in Cleve want to start.
Really?
He said none of them wants to start this year. Nobody seems to want to play. He called them all out, saying y'all better get your act together. And hey, maybe Jesse James could go over there. He'll go give Cleveland a call.
Might have to, kid. Might have to, man. So when we look at the MLB card here, we got, like you said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games only. Dream. Wow. You got two of your favorite pitchers going, man. Schumacher versus Chris Sale.
Schumacher.
Brutal, man. Aaron Harang's on the mound today. YN Chen
Fathead is pitching awesome.
Oh, my God. And, dude, I just want to, go back to yesterday, man, with Dr. Dan. He had a ballsy call, man. He called the Colorado Rockies to beat Scherzer and the Nasties. And he called the over, and he parlayed the two. Dude, the Colorado Rockies were like a plus 220 underdog, dude. Crushed it. Absolutely murdered it with that one play. Yeah, his parlay was like plus 467 or something crazy like that. So, hey, big ups to the evil genius for making it work. He called Toronto to sweep the Yankees. I don't remember the rest of them that he had, but, he was mostly on underdogs all day yesterday. It's pretty nuts, man. Pretty nuts. So Kurt Lauderdale's going to be calling in about a minute. Dude, Thursday, we got Gambaloo coming on, man.
No doubt. That should be exciting.
It's going to be exciting.
And guys, I am not going to be on tomorrow as I have a family commitment tomorrow and I can't make it on tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm going to have to get some guests then, Dream.
You got to do your thing, player.
All right. Sounds good, man. I will work on that, and we will go from there. So when Gambaloo comes on Thursday, man, we're going to have we're gonna have I think there's 5 preseason NFL games, bro.
Yep.
So maybe he'll be breaking that down. I know that he's not. I don't know if he bets preseason or not, but it'll be pretty good to get him on. And then Saturday, dude, I got the MLB All-Stars. I got a couple of guests already lined up, man. I've got 2 out of the 3 so far. I got Corona picks coming on, and I got Danny Biscuit, kid.
Oh, awesome. Good,
yes.
Nice. Good job. Awesome.
Yes.
Listen, guys, one more thing. Preseason football, listen, please. Look, $10. I mean, if you got to play it, you know what I mean? Come on. They don't – I mean, they're really not caring. They're trying to figure stuff out, trying to see who's going to make the team, who's not. You know, they're doing dumb stuff, going for it on 4th downs when they shouldn't. I mean, please, go easy with it because it's not for real.
Dream, I'm going to have to hang up on you and take his call and then bring you back.
Okay.
All right. So I'll talk to you in a few. I'll text you. All right.
Okay.
All right. Dude, I got my man Kurt Lauderdale on the line today.
What's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Doing great. How about y'all?
We're good. Just so you know, you have one of those phones where I'm not able to add the Dream to a group call, so it's just you and myself, the Mad Hatter.
Sounds good.
All right. So what's up, man? How you been?
Been good. We had a pretty good weekend. We had real close on 2. Both the head-to-heads on that one. We had a decent weekend. Just wish we could have pulled one of those futures out.
Oh, wow. Can you – I think we had a little slip up there. Could you repeat that? You had a plus 3,900 yesterday?
Yeah, 3,900. We had him at the Barracuda Championship, which was there was 2 tour events this weekend. And we actually had Justin Rose at the WGC. He was T1 going into the 4th round, and he couldn't make a putt yesterday, so he finished 3rd also.
Oh,
and he
wow.
was plus 16 or 1,700, I believe.
Oh, those are nice, man. I mean, I kind of like what you're saying, man, because those are right up my alley as far as odds are concerned. I mean, a plus 3,900 is badass.
We've actually hit 6 this year. Myself and my guys. I picked 3 per tournament, and we've had a unbelievable year. We've actually hit 6 this year. The best one we hit, we had Fowler at 50-1, and we hit him at the TPC at Sawgrass this year.
Oh, that's sweet, bro. That's sweet.
Yeah.
So what do we got coming up, man? What's this big event that everybody's talking about?
Yeah, the PGA Championship at Whistling Straits. It starts Thursday. The future lines are already out. It's up in Wisconsin. It's a link-style course. It'll be very interesting. Rory's coming back this week off a layoff, so I don't know what kind of form he'll be in, but it's going to be a real good tournament. All the big guys are there.
All right, cool. Do you have a list of all the odds and which ones that you're feeling and all that?
I looked at it a little bit. They really, Heritage and 5 Dimes is really where I play mostly. They Monday evening is when they really put them out with all the players. I like to these big events. I like these long shots also. The big names are probably going to be at the end, but you get a couple guys to sneak up in there. I'll give you a couple. I don't know the odds on them yet because they haven't actually hit the board yet. But a couple guys in real good form right now are Streb, S-T-R-E-B-B. Yep. He's in real good form, and he will probably be, I would say, around 70-80-1.
Really?
Yeah, he's in real good form. A couple guys I've rode all year and done real well in head-to-heads with. Kevin Kisner, he'll probably be along that line. He's lost in 3 playoffs this year. He'll probably be along the same line. Then you got your other guys. You're gonna have Rory. He's gonna be about 8-1. I think that is not a very good line on him, considering the time off he's had. That's not really worth a shot at him. Another guy in good form is Bubba Watson. He's in real good form right now. I think I saw him at 10-1.
Okay. All right, I'm writing these down as you go.
Well. It's a tough golf course. It's a link-style golf course, so if you can't keep in the fairway, you're gonna be in some trouble. The golf course actually has over 1,000 sand traps on it.
Really?
Yeah, it's a beast.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you a question. When you are, because I mean, this seems like this is what you do. This is what you're doing full time as far as looking at golf. So, what goes into capping a golf match? Like, what do you look for? I know that I'm sure weather has something to do with it.
I've been doing it a while. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. My uncle was a mini tour player. I played all my life, which doesn't make me be able to handicap it any better than the next guy. But I have some friends. I got 2 or 3 friends that are actually on tour. They aren't players, but they, I got one guy, he caddies for somebody. Now, I don't know who's going to win ever, but I have an idea who's in good form coming into the week, generally.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean I'm going to win. It just means that, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, practice rounds, they're all out there, and I kind of get a little feedback on who's hitting it straight and who's not that week.
Oh, okay. So you got eyes on the green, taking a look at seeing
I got 3 guys that I've known since high school that are affiliated with the tour. Now I don't know who's going to win, but I have a better idea than most guys.
Oh, okay.
They
I like
travel
that.
with the tour. So
I like that.
Certain guys, golf's a funny sport. One day you can shoot a 62, the next day you can shoot a 75.
Sure.
It's a funny sport.
Sure, exactly, man. So now, when you go into like the British Open and stuff like that, where the wind gusts were, what were they, like 30, 40 miles an hour, something crazy out there?
Yeah, they actually stopped play for an entire day. They sent the guys to bed, and they came back out. I think a couple guys finished 2 or 3 holes the next day. They actually had to cancel play for an entire day out there.
Wow, that's crazy. So that's got to really throw everything off as far as gambling on this stuff.
It does. You got to take everything into consideration. Who hits the ball high. That's not going to be a good thing in the wind. You got to look at the guys that can strike it low and hard.
Yeah.
And it just depends on the course and these links style courses. There's been more this year than the Open is always a link style course, but this year you have the PGA and the U.S. Open was actually played at a link style course this year as well.
Wow, interesting, very interesting, man. Hey, you know what? If you're out there making money in golf, God bless you. You know what I'm saying? Because it sounds like there's some good value because what it is, it ends up being future bets. At the end of the day, that's all it is.
I pick 3 guys before the tournament, and I also do head-to-head every single day. And like I said, the Barracuda we won. We had 2 head-to-heads for the entire tournament. We won both of those.
Oh, wow.
The WGC, I think we went about 500 on the head-to-heads on that one. And I'll do round 1, I'll do round 2, I'll do round 3, and I'll do round 4. It's a nightly bet. And it's a good way for guys, even the smaller guys. I got some smaller guys that bet, and you can bet the entire tournament head-to-head. So, that's 4 days of action for, guys put $50, $100 on a game, on a matchup. He's got 4 days of action. Wow. And a lot of guys enjoy that.
Wow, really? And what time do these matches go off usually?
It's every Thursday through Sunday, generally. Now, you'll have a couple other events towards the end of the year that'll, the playoffs, things like that, they'll run through the week. But tournaments generally start Thursday morning and Sunday evening.
All right, so anybody could jump right out of bed on a Thursday morning and get their junkie fix in and just start gambling on golf right out the gate.
Yeah, well, I get my futures in tonight now, tonight or tomorrow, generally, because those lines will, especially if I got a couple guys that are, like a Rory, which I'm not going to bet on him this week, but the public's going to pound those guys. They're going to pound them down. He may open at 8-1 by the time the tournament starts Thursday morning. He's going to be down to 5 or 6-1, which is all his value's gone.
Got it. So what do you think?
So I get on them Monday night.
Oh, okay, cool deal. And I'm going to take a look at these odds and maybe pick your brain a little bit later and see what we can catch. What do you think of this? What do you think of Spieth?
Spieth's a wonderful golf player, just unbelievable. He burst on the scene, won the John Deere, I think, a year or 2 ago. He's straight as an arrow. Just a calm mind. He's a hell of a golf player. You think he's 6 or 7, maybe 650, plus 650 this week. I think I saw this morning. He played well yesterday. I think he was 3 under yesterday. He been playing a lot of golf.
Yeah, definitely. I know he's in like every single thing we look at now.
He's always gonna. He's even tempered. Just he's always there. He doesn't get too upset. he's just a great golfer for his age. It's unbelievable.
Oh, that's cool.
He's won 2 of the 3 majors already this year.
Yeah, I know.
Is, unbelievable.
I know. He's going for. He's trying to set some records here, brother. So we'll see.
Tiger did it. I think about the same. Tiger won him by huge margins at the time, but Spieth, he was right there. Actually, if he would have sank a putt at the Open, he would have. I believe he would have been in that playoff at the Open as well. He missed a putt from right off the green.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So coming up with this big event that's going on. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be setting out future odds on who you think is going to win the whole thing, and then throughout the weekend, you're going to throughout the end of the week and the weekend, you're going to be giving out to your players the particular matchups.
Exactly. I do 2 or 3 a day, man. I'm not like these guys that I have my own style. A lot of my guys love it. That's why they stick with me. I don't throw 15, 20 games out a day. I did that when I was younger, and I don't win that way. I'm very there may be a day where I'll have 1 matchup. There may be a day where I'll have 2. Never more than 3. I don't. There's no sense in putting your money out there unless you really, have a real edge on it. I just get burnt too many times with too many wagers. So most of my guys appreciate that. That's just the way I do it.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. Well, that's really smart gambling, man. I got to be honest with you. I mean, I see a lot of guys that do 10 plays a day, and I do some. I see some that do 1 or 2. And I've been scaling down my stuff to 1 or 2 max. Just because
whatever. Especially with football coming, you'll have guys go crazy. And like with football, I do football, but you know what, man, I stick to what I'm good at. I bet the SEC in NCAA, and that's it. I don't mess with pro football. I can't beat it. Certain things, NBA, I can't beat it. I don't even mess with it.
Yep, got it. All right.
You got guys like SLATE and them guys. They do the baseball. I couldn't pick a baseball game to save my life.
Sounds like some of us some of these weeks, man. I tell you,
it's a brutal sport.
Yeah.
I got to give a shout out to my buddy Jay Hahn. Also, he a big supporter of y'all.
Oh,
and he's
cool.
one of my
definitely.
guys. He's a real good dude.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So, who else you got to shout out before we get back into the baseball? What you got to offer? Where can people find you? The whole package, kid.
I got a website, KurtLauderdaleSports.com. I'm on Twitter. That's pretty much where I'm at. I just started over at Capitec a few weeks ago to start being tracked. Unfortunately, I'm a little above 500, but unfortunately all those futures and stuff at the time I wasn't being tracked by them. But that's fine. We'll hit a few. Tried to give Gabe McIntosh a shout out. Penny 420. He's a good buddy of mine. Does a lot of tennis. Soccer. He's we business partners a while back. He's a real good dude as well.
Awesome. All right, Kurt. Well, thank you so much for coming in, man. I appreciate you blowing it up like you did. Sending it out all the time, and it's really good for you to do that, man. And
I'm free. I'll be free, man. If y'all want to get with me later on in the week during the tournament, if y'all got an open slot, you let me know. And like I said, my schedule, I don't do this full time. I'm a fireman.
Okay.
And so I got spare time on my days off. And if y'all midway through the tournament or something, y'all get with me if you want to spend 10, 15 minutes and we can talk about what's going on.
I love it, man. I love it. All right, dude. Thank you so much for calling, man. Always a great guest. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
You too.
All right, guys, that was my man, Kurt Lauderdale. He was on here rocking and rolling, so let me see if I can get the dream back on, if you guys just give me a minute. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hang up on him and then give him a call right now and do that on the air while we are popping. So it was pretty good, man. Some of the golf I think will be pretty good. I think, some of them futures, obviously, I love that stuff. So I may be getting involved with that very quickly with him and just bouncing back and forth with my man Kurt Lauderdale. So, all right, guys. So what we're going to do is we are going to get right into the baseball, and we've only got 7 games. I'm going to text the Dream right now and tell him to give me a call, and we will go from there. So just give me a second while I'm doing this, guys. Call now. Bang. All right. All right, guys, so we are ready to rock. Let's get right into the baseball and see what we got going on here while I bring the Dream on. What's up, kid?
What up?
All right, you're back. You're back in action. So let's get right into the baseball. Kurt Lauderdale came on and ripped it about the golf. He's got some futures that he's talking about, and what he does is he does match plays. Like he does like this guy versus that guy, like throughout the whole event.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool, man. So all right, man. Your favorite time of the day is baseball, dude. You ready to rock with it?
I am, brother. Let's do it.
All right. You got Colorado at New York today. Colorado with John Gray, and the New York Mets have Jonathan Neese. The Mets are minus 200 with an under-over of 7.5. The Colorado Rockies got to be feeling themselves after beating up on the Nasties, kid. They actually won the series, Dream. Nasty. What you got there?
We got Neese going. He's 6-9 with a 3.51 ERA. The Mets are 59-52, 38-18 at home. The Rockies are 47-62, 22-33 away. Gray is getting it. He's got no decisions, but he's got a 4.50 ERA for Colorado.
All right. So when you look at this game, Colorado guys, you know that they can hit the ball 4.58 runs a game, but their bullpen and their starting pitching has been absolutely dreadful, man. 5.20 runs a game they're giving up. The Mets are 3.68 scoring and 3.56 as far as an ERA is concerned. 7 games over 500. They did get smacked around a little bit by Tampa Biscuit. I did not see that happening at all, Dream. But the Mets are 7-2 in their last 9 games and 6-2 in the last 8 at home. Any opinion on the Mets minus 200, kid?
Absolutely none.
None, right? I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit.
Absolutely none. No, the Mets are doing their thing. I'm trying to figure them out. I can't. I know the Rockies stink, but they sometimes can hit the ball when they want. So no opinion, obviously, with this. But the Mets are good at home. 38-18 is pretty impressive at home. Yeah, but there's no way I take the Mets for minus 200, dog.
I don't blame you. So the next one we have is the LA Angels at the Chicago White Sox. The best pitching matchup of the day, too. Your favorite guys, Dream. Matt Schumacher versus Chris Sale. Chris Sale minus 145 with an under-over of 7. Oh, man, he's been bad the last 2 outings. He gave up 7 earned runs in the last 2 matchups, dude. And now you got the 1-2 punch of Trout and Pujols coming into town. Oh, I don't know. I can't mess with this. What do you got?
We got Chris Sizzle on the mound today, 9-7 with a 3.52 ERA. The White Sox are 51-58 all around, 26-26 at home. We got the Angels at 59-51, 23-28 on the road. Schumacher's 5-7 with a 4.01 ERA.
All right, man. So you look at the LA Angels, and they're superior in pretty much every single statistical category I'm looking at. Runs for, runs against, runs differential, team ERA, offensive walks, defensive hits, walks, and strikeouts as well. But they're 5-11 in their last 11 games. Crazy, man. Crazy. But they're 4-2 in their last 6. So, yeah, maybe turn it around a little bit. But when they play the White Sox, they're 7-1 in their last 8 games. But the White Sox, man, after going through that little winning streak there, they're 2-8 in their last 10 games at home. Dream, I can't. This is a coin flip, man.
Yeah, no. And I don't like Schumacher. You guys know that. He's not one of my favorite pitchers. 5-7, 4.01 ERA. So he's, that speaks for itself. Sale, in the last couple of, I'm expecting him to get back to winning ways, but you can't. It's very hard to bet against the Angels, especially with the White Sox. Game is just nasty, so there's no reason to be involved in it.
Well, real quick, man, while we got the LA Angels on my brain, let's discuss the AL West real quick because, dude, I know you're gonna get mad at me for this, but I got to keep picking on your Astros, man. Son, they can't win on the road at all, dude. They lost it. They blew it again last night, man. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable. Now, when I look at this, LA Angels are only a half a game out, and I got to be honest with you, man, this Texas Rangers team, even though they did lose yesterday, they still got an outside shot, man.
Hey, the LA Angels are 23-28 on the road.
Ouch.
So they're not all that awesome, incredible on the road either.
No, definitely not. So, the AL West, man, you got Houston, LA, Texas, Seattle, and Oakland, and I don't know, man. The Astros are still 9 games over, so they're going to need to get their asses home, man, to start winning some games because, they blew it yesterday. They had the lead, and they blew it versus Oakland, man. Unbelievable. So, I don't know. We'll keep it moving to the next one here. We got the AL Central matchup with the Detroit Tigers versus the Kansas City Royals. Detroit, Matt Boyd is on the mound, and Kansas City has Johnny Cueto. Kansas City, dude, minus 220 with an under-over of 7. Wow.
Cueto 7-7 with a 2.69 ERA. K Sizzle is 66-44, 37-18 at home. Cueto came out had that first game dope and then been awful since?
No, it's not that he's been awful. He just has not been that great, man. So, looking at his last 2 matchups, let me just take a look at Cueto's numbers, his pitcher logs here. Let's see, what have you done for me lately? I mean, against Detroit, the last time he pitched, dude, he only pitched against Detroit 5 days ago. 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, but they did lose the game 2-1. So that's not that bad for him. The game before that, 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs. Those are the 2 starts versus versus opponents with a K-Sizzle uniform on. So it hasn't been that bad. I mean, it's not anything where it's he's shutting out anybody or pitching no hitters a couple of innings or anything like that. But he's not really getting the run support, Dream.
No doubt.
So, hey, you know what? I think they get the job done here with Cueto today, but I don't know if I'm going to bet this game just because, I mean, this could be a little bit pesky for the Detroit Tigers and the K-Sizzle Royals. K-Sizzle 4-2 in their last 6 games, and let's see, 5-0 in the last 5 when playing at home. I'm not messing with that. That's too much juice, kid. 220, bro.
Might look at the series for this. KC they're home. They're 37-18 at home, so they're very good at home. The Tigers aren't that bad on the road, 26-27. These teams play each other an awful hell of a lot. Boyd is going today for the Tigers. He's 1-2 with a 7.90 ERA. So KC should be able to handle him. It might be an idea to look at the series. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I'll be in touch with you guys later on. If I do, it'll be something light, no more than $50.
All right, sounds good, man. So the next one I have on the ticket here is, dude, this is a team that everybody's afraid to play these days, man. Actually, 2 teams that people are afraid to play. Philadelphia Phillies at the Arizona Diamondbacks, man. 2 pesky teams these days, huh? My God.
Doubt. I like the Diamondbacks, though.
Really? Philadelphia with Aaron Harang on the mound. Arizona has Robbie De La Rosa. I plugged the Arizona Diamondbacks on the show yesterday to win, but I parlayed them with Scherzer, man. And Scherzer was the one to get me, believe it or not. Arizona minus 160 with an under-over of 8.5 runs, Dream. What do you got here?
We got De La Rosa on the mound, 9-5 with a 4.56 ERA. The Diamondbacks are 28-28 at home, 54-56 all around, and trying to make a little bit of noise and move up. The Phillies coming in, they are 18-38 on the road. Don't play very well on the road. They got Fat Head Harang on the mound. He is 5-12 with a 4.11 ERA. The Phillies all around are 45-67, 18-38 on the road. Listen, I like the Diamondbacks for this series. It's a series, I talk about this all the time, should win, especially right now when they need a win. So I'm probably going to take the Diamondbacks for this series. I don't know what it's going to be. I'll have to look at those numbers and obviously look at the next 2 days pitching matchups, but I really like the Diamondbacks to win this series. Right, off the top of my head at, 9:48 a.m. Eastern Standard. So we'll have to do a little bit of homework. Got till 9:40 tonight to come up with a decision. Look for me around 8:30 on this game, guys, if you're interested.
You got balls of steel with that player. Balls of steel, man. Robbie De La Rosa.
Phillies are 18-38 on the road.
I know, but Robbie De La Rosa is 9-5 with a 4.56, like you alluded to. His ERA is actually worse than Fathead Harang, kid.
Yeah, no doubt, but he's only pitching tonight.
All right, I got you. Dude, the Philadelphia Phillies been feeling themselves, man. They're 16-5 in the last 21 games and 7-1 in the last 8 games on the road. Probably outside of Toronto, one of the hottest teams in baseball, man.
Yeah, Diamondbacks can hit the ball though. We'll see. I'm gonna do. Let me look at the pitching matchups. I'm saying off the top of my head, I got a little bit of homework to do, but I do like the Diamondbacks for this series. And what goes up must come down.
All right, I feel you. When I look at this, Arizona's 4-1 in the last 5 at home, but they're 1-7 in the last 8 games when playing the Philadelphia Phillies, man. I asked Dan yesterday. I texted him. I said, dude, all kidding aside, because it looks like, I mean, I'm looking closer and closer to winning that bet versus him, you know, with the over 95 losses. So I actually have to, like, they have to win like 40% of their games for the rest of the year for me to win that bet. But I asked him, I said, all kidding aside, dude, the Phillies just sold everybody. Like, how are they winning like this? He's telling me that there's a lot of rookies on there playing for jobs and a lot of players playing for jobs that are trying not to get cut and stuff like that when they basically redo the whole team next year. So he said you got people, you know, these players are playing hard. You know, they're sliding into bases harder. They're, running harder for fly balls. And they were expected to be one of the worst. And, they were. So, I mean, they got really nothing to lose. So, you know.
Did you have their last 10 game record?
The last 10, yeah. Give me 1 second. In the last 10 games, the Philadelphia Phillies are, hold on, 7-3.
7-3. And do you have who they played?
They played the Dodgers. They played, who else did they beat? I know they swept the Cubs. Remember that? But that was before that.
Right.
They played the Dodgers. They played, let me look it up. Give me 1 second.
No, my bad.
Here.
All right. No, I didn't want to put you on blast. I just was interested in knowing who they played.
Right here, man. I've got San Diego. They swept San Diego in their building, Dream.
Who stinks?
They lost 2 out of 3 versus the Dodgers, but they won 2 out of 3 versus Atlanta. They won. Let's see. They won 3 out of 4 versus Atlanta. My bad. And they split with Toronto. They won 1 and lost 1 with Toronto, and they swept the Cubs.
Yeah, dude. All right. I'm all right with the Diamondbacks.
All right, man.
They're making a little noise, but they playing. You know, I mean, not like they were beating the St. Lucia.
Records, man. So
well, the Cubs had a skid. I mean, every team's gonna lose for a few games. So you ready to you got the Phillies winning the World Series play?
I don't. Well, I have them in a few. Obviously, $41 pays 110 grand. I know that, but which I already got that money back. But hey, you know what? Arizona's minus 160 tonight, dude. That's a lot of juice.
Right, but I'm not playing it for the night. I'm going to play it for the series.
Baltimore at Seattle. Baltimore, Y-Yen Chen yet again on the mound versus Seattle's Vidal Nuno. Baltimore minus 122 with an under-over of 7.5. What you got here,
Nuno
brother?
is 0-1 with a 2.52 ERA. The Mariners 56-60 all around. They are 24-32 at home. 24-32 at home. Awful record at home.
Yeah.
The Orioles are 56-54. 24-34 away. Chen is on the mound. He's 5-6 with a 3.32 ERA.
All right. When I look at this game here, guys, I mean, Seattle, they did cover the run line with King Felix last night, man. It was a stomach ache at the end. Texas kept putting runners on and runners on and runners on and just couldn't bring them in, man. So when I look at Vidal Nuno, man, he's got a 7 point. What do you have for the ERA with Nuno?
ERA on Nuno is 2.52.
2.52. Why is it so different on my board? That's why I asked you. I haven't seen this guy yet. I've seen Chen a bunch of different times. I just don't know if I like this game, man. I got to be honest with you. I mean, Baltimore, $100 better. You're actually down money betting them every single year, every single game on the year, rather. You're down $91, man. And $100 better, you're down $1,514 with Seattle, man. I don't like this game, guys. I have really no opinion on this. Seattle's 5-2 in their last 7. I get it. Baltimore 10-5 in their last 15. So, you know, in the last few, they're over 500, obviously. But not for me, man. Not feeling it. 2 more games on the ticket. Cincinnati at San Diego. Cincinnati, David Holmberg. San Diego, your favorite team, has Ian Kennedy. Kid, San Diego is favored minus 150, Dream. I can't figure that one out. I can't. They just got swept by the Phillies, damn it. What do you got there? What you got there? Under over 7.
28 at home. The Reds are 49-60 all around, 21-34 away. Holmberg is 1-0 with a 3.27. Sorry about that phone ringing, guys, in the background. It's probably somebody trying to sell me solar electricity.
Nice. I just read on one of the sports books in Vegas that the NFL preseason, more money was bet in NFL preseason than 14 of 15 MLB games on Sunday, dude. You believe that? Nuts. Absolutely nuts, man. Final game we got on the ticket is the Washington Nationals coming into the L.A. Dodgers. Wow, this should be a hell of a series, man. And both teams need to start winning here. We got Washington, Gio Gonzalez. L.A. has Brett Anderson. L.A. minus 130 with an under-over of 7. Dream, what you got here?
Well, the Dodgers, who are 62-49.
Yes.
But you say they need to start winning. 62-49. They're 37-18 at home. Anderson 6-6 with a 3.06 ERA. Brother, you know it's only the second week in August. This thing, we still got 2 months of this.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay,
I know that.
Right.
I'm fully aware.
You making it sound like they, like they about to start the playoffs tomorrow.
I know. And, a lot of analysts are saying, the way it is right now is probably the way it's going to go down. But, there's a lot of teams that can still emerge, and there's some teams that can't collapse.
We saw a lot of movement last year.
We did.
Last-minute movement.
We did, man. We did.
In different directions. So, I mean, I like you said, certain things can happen. I'm not losing faith in the Dodgers. I think they look really good. I think they got a complete package. Not losing faith in St. Louis. I know these teams will. These teams will lose. I mean, you know how it is. I mean, all teams that are winning and playing well, going into the late stretches, will fall back a little bit. And you know how it goes.
Absolutely.
But the Nationals do need to win.
Yeah,
they are 57-53 all around, 26-30 on the road. Gonzalez is 8-4 with a 3.75. But I tell you right now, I wouldn't bet against the Dodgers.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I'm looking at this right now. Like you said, the Nationals 4 games over 500, and LA Dodgers are 13 games over. But both of these teams, man, in the last few games, I mean, Washington in their last 10, 3-7, Dream. Oh, man. Losing to teams like Arizona, losing to teams like Colorado in their building, bro. Crazy. And the LA Dodgers 2-4 straight up in the last 6 games. Going back to back with the Phillies and Pittsburgh Pirates, and Pittsburgh Pirates took the brooms out on them. I think LA gets it done here, but I'm not going to bet this game either, bro. I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it. So I'm looking at the card here, man. I don't really see much of anything that I'm really feeling. I mean, there's only 7 games.
Right.
I think Cueto will have a good outing today versus Detroit. I think that one would work, but minus 220, guys. I mean, what could you do with that? I don't see anything else though, Dream.
All right. The only thing, like I said, I like right now off the top of my head, I like the Diamondbacks for the series. I'll have to take a look at that and see what the numbers are. And I like I have a slight lean on Kansas City for the series as well. The Mets should really handle their series as well.
I would think so. Yeah, that's probably a good call.
It's probably heavy, though.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to take a look at it. I'm not into parlaying these series, guys. I'm just not.
Yeah, because they got who they got tonight? They got Nice tonight and Harvey tomorrow. So that's a pretty strong first 2 games, brother.
Right.
And so. Might be something to take a look at.
I don't know what the numbers are, but I would expect it's probably going to be, in the upper 2s. You know what I mean?
Sure, absolutely.
For the series.
Yep.
So you got to take a look at it. I don't know. We'll talk about it maybe a little bit later. Maybe I'll tweet it out. Maybe I'll give it a shot. I don't like parlaying the series, though. I like playing them separate, guys. Every time I seem to parlay it, I get punched in the face. So, and then you got the games coming on tomorrow, which will start. New series will be starting tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, and definitely the prescription was written for the New York Yankees to start winning because they are coming into the Cleveland Indians tomorrow, brother. So, and Cleveland's been pretty shaky, man. So I think the New York Yankees will get the job done, starting that series off, and we will go from there, man. So that does it for the show, Dream. We're all set.
Hey, great. It was a great show today. I had a lot of fun. It was entertaining as always. As always, thank everybody that's been retweeting the show and you guys giving us your support as we love you guys all. Thank you so much. We got Big Splee out there. JDH24 is out there. Boski 808. Niner Nation is out there. KMVU is out there as well. Lone Star Hombre, J Cass, LA Wiz Kid D. Oh, we didn't even talk about Alden Smith at all.
Oh, I know. We did it on Friday on Houston Radio.
Yeah, we did, and we didn't ever have a chance to talk about that. You that don't know, and I'm sure everybody knows by now that the Niners had to cut Alden Smith, making that defense even more of an issue than it already was with the loss. Man, the Niners lost so many guys. Listen, I hate to say this, but you might want to go take whoever they're playing week one. Right. You just might want to go take them right now. I don't know what they're going to have out there as far as the defense, because they have lost a lot of talented individuals on defense, and I don't know if they're going to be able to overcome that. Brand new coach, it's a lot to overcome right now, and the Niners were not offensively gifted. They had, there were sputters of offense, but we're going to do a little bit of it tomorrow. I'll go do a little bit of homework and give you some more on it tomorrow, but the Niners look like it's going to be a rough road, and they have a tough schedule this year. As I am a Niner fan, I am not looking all that forward to this football season for them. LA Wiz Kids out there, D's out there, Casano, P for Prez, Jordy Best, Winkley, The Pick, Buddy the Dog, good morning to you, Jeff Ryan, Marlon, Vegas Girl 92661, MG86, what's up, player? OJFB, glad to see you out there as well. Christos is out there, my boy Doc, what's happening? Immaculate, the Canadian Capper, Direct Sport Solution, always a good morning to you. Tip Talkers out there, Frank Vincalato, Randy Lockhart, good to see you, brother. Holiday, Joseph Del Rosario, JC's out there. My boy Irvin, what's going on, Playboy? Danish Betters out there, Snoopy Bet, C. Rodriguez Jr., 5-1, Mario Martinez, Sarat King J, and Sin City Maverick. Gang, I am the dream. Always remember who you're with. Make the most of each and every day, as you cannot get this time back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So we are Sports Betters TV, the biggest show in the world, having a blast every single day of the week. We love you to death. Go out there. Go easy, guys. Do your own homework. Bet your own plays. Make all your dreams a reality and get that money. Let's go.
Peace.